How we doing, Jester? Are we still not stupid as hell? Are we still stupid as hell?
Heads up, I've got nails, 11 o'clock.
Oh. It's not what we want to see, Jester boy. It's not what we want to see.
Now he's locking us at 11 o'clock.
Tally.
Loco. Bandit, raw, 150, 18 miles. Got him locked. Target, 17 miles. Shit. That's a SU-27.
Okay.
I lost lock.
It's actually nice to have Jester call those out.
It's game time. Missile launch, 1 o'clock. Hot, break left.
We should be okay. Let's go V-scan actually. I kind of want a smaller.
Bandit, flanker, 10 o'clock, 2 miles, 600, ultra fast. Missile launch,
Too far,
12
too far.
o'clock, hot, 12 o'clock. Bandit is down.
Okay.
Dale Earnhardt was cool. You're just too fast. 2
Shit.
o'clock high. Missile launch.
No way we
12
caught him.
o'clock, hot, 8 o'clock high. Bandit, SU-27, 1 o'clock. 4 miles, airspeed 490. 6 o'clock. Showing 460.
Did he just Cobra? Let's end to that. There's 29 spike behind us.
And that's 350. Oh, splash! He's trailing us. 6 o'clock high. Spike, 6 o'clock. Speed 380.
Tally.
11 o'clock. 9 o'clock high. 450 knots.
He's headed right there. If he doesn't dive down, he's fucked.
5 o'clock high. Bandit is down.
Woo!
530 knots.
This time, Jester. This time, we lived, buddy. I know, they're dead. We are going home. That does remind me a ton of that other engagement I posted with the F-14. That was when I like kind of barely got the F-14. I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant here. So the F-14 was kind of new to me when I posted that video. And I posted that video thinking, this is not gonna get views. But you know what? That's okay. Because I just want to get out there in the content world. I just want to make stuff and post it. And if it doesn't do well, that's okay. It's just kind of there. And I can look back on it and remember the memories or whatever. And then 7 months later, it blew up. 100,000 views now? I don't know. An insane number that I don't even want to think about because I'm going to be really scared. And a lot of the comments on that video, because I do read them all. I don't joke about that when I write that in the description. Was directed at the script of the video. And in the script of the video, I said, this is one of the few games that can get any emotion out of me anymore. And that does sound kind of dramatic. I get it. I do wish I had scripted it better. But I would like to take 2 seconds to explain why DCS is one of the only games that can get me to feel anything anymore. It's just that feeling, because DCS, right, is a pretty unmatched in realism. That goes without saying. No game really comes close. Now, that realism has some side effects. It has a way better immersion scale in the fact that you're actually there. The feelings in DCS are genuine. And what I mean by that is, If you play a horror game, you're gonna feel scared, right? Wow. If you play a wholesome game where something wholesome happens, that's great. Something you're gonna feel happy. Wow, you know. It doesn't feel genuine because it was meant to be, and you predicted it and whatever. You play an action game, you're gonna feel a little excited or thrilled, you know. Ooh, shocking. Now, I don't look at DCS and I go, oh yeah, I'm gonna feel scared. Oh, I'm gonna feel the adrenaline rush of turning the master arm on in the F-14. No, I don't do that. So when it happens and I do feel, oh god, I'm being ambushed by 3 flankers, this whole mission could go to shit now. The emotion is real. It was never meant to be a horror game, but then suddenly you see the missile smoke flying at you, and you have to break and pop flares, and you think, am I going to live in the next couple seconds, or am I going to explode? I don't know, I hope these flares work. That was never meant to be thrilling in this game. It wasn't. They never, DCS, ED, Heat Blur, who made this beautiful F-14, never had the intention of, oh, you know what, we should make it horrifying. Oh, we should make it thrilling. They literally decided, this should be the master arm. This should be the TID. This should be the altimeter. This should be the speedometer. This should be the HUD. That's all they did. And I'm not taking a crap on Heat Blur right here. Of course, Heat Blur did way more things than just decide what was what. They had to figure out how the physics work on this plane. They had to figure out how to model the correct wing sweep. They had to figure out how all the Phoenixes worked. They put their heart and soul into this module, and it's one of the best modules, I would argue, in all of DCS. So, my point is, they didn't make this module thinking it's going to scare the crap out of its pilots. No. All of this, that's just the F-14. There's nothing horrifying about it. They just made it as realistic as possible to the real thing. So when you start feeling thrills and horror and happy that you made it back to base on just 500 pounds of fuel, or the excitement of realizing that you won your engagement, and you feel the proudness and reward in you for realizing that all the learning you did in this jet and practicing flying it was worth it, that's real emotion. That is a real reaction. That is a genuine, real emotion. That's what I mean when I say that DCS is one of the only games that I own that can really get me to feel anything anymore, because it was never meant to.